I'm Bryan, and this is Mi Libro, a Mi Manera. And this is my new book, Give Them What They Want, a guide to increasing enrollment in world language class. And obviously, unlike many of my other books, this is not a reader for Spanish students. This is a guidebook for teachers of Spanish and French and German and Italian and Russian and Japanese and any world language. And really, I think it applies to other subjects as well. And this book is the result of a few things over recent years. First of all, I've done a lot of training of world language teachers in conferences and seminars and workshops. And the book allowed me to compile a lot of what I've talked about in recent years into one resource, one text that articulately explains a lot of what I believe is important in a world language class. Secondly, there's a trend that I've noticed in world language departments, and it's kind of a sad thing, and it's that we are fighting a battle for enrollment. We are fighting a battle to keep students in our language programs, especially in those upper level classes. And the way that we're fighting that battle is that we are trying to persuade or convince students to continue studying the language so that they will have benefits in their future. We say things like, colleges will love to see your transcript with upper level language classes on them, or you'll get a better job in the future if you continue to study these languages. And that may be true, but my argument in this book is that I don't think that is the best way to motivate students to continue studying languages. My argument is, instead of trying to persuade or convince students, what if we create dynamic, memorable classes that students want to be a part of? Classes that are so memorable that they can't imagine their schedule next year without being a part of your language class. Hence the title, Give Them What They Want. And I know what a lot of people think, give them what they want. Well, what students want is to stare at a cell phone all day. I think we need to give them a little more credit. And in the book, I describe 5 components of a class that students really want to be a part of. The first one is a healthy classroom culture. For years and years and years in my sessions and seminars, I've talked about healthy classroom culture. No strategy, no technique, nothing we do will be effective unless we apply it to a healthy classroom culture. So I describe 8 key elements of classroom culture. Secondly is community. Students want to contribute to a strong community. So I describe how in my classes I establish community. When we think about classroom culture, when a student comes into my class, their interests and their beliefs and their activities matter, and they know that. The idea of community is that the interests and activities and beliefs of your classmates matter as well. And when we are part of a community, we share, we contribute, and we support each other. And students want to be part of a classroom that is a community. The third component is communication. Students take our languages because they want to communicate. More than their benefits that they could receive in the future, more than their resume or their transcript, they want to communicate. They want to speak and read and listen and understand. I use comprehensible input when I teach. I'm a CI teacher. In the third part of this book, I talk about how I do CI, some of the pillars and the components of comprehensible input, and how I value communication and how students respond to that emphasis in our classes. Number 4 is a description of some of the components of class, some of the activities that we do a lot. And it's really how I provide input: reading, storytelling, movie talk, music, conversation, all the different components of class. And students want to be part of a class where they believe that the activities are important and the activities help them grow. And then number 5 is candy. Students want candy, so we give them candy. So if you are a teacher who's looking to increase enrollment in your class or in your world language department, or you're looking to create dynamic, memorable experiences for your students, I recommend this book, Give Them What They Want, available now from Voces Digital. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy.